Dear students, in this video we are discussing the poem Refugee Blues written by W.H. Auden. For our convenience, we are dividing the lesson into two videos. This first part deals with an introduction of the poet Auden and the beginning lines of the poem. And definitely the upcoming second part will discuss the later part of the poem with an overall conclusion. Now we can start with the poet. W.H. Auden. Hug Auden. It is his full name. He is one of the most important poets of the 20th century. He lived between 1907 and 1973. He was a student and later a professor of poetry at Oxford University. He has published several collections of poems noted for their compassion, irony, and wit. Besides, the poem Refugee Blues, his most striking poems include Spain, in memory of W.B. Yeats, September 1, 1939, Musée des Beaux Arts, The Unknown Citizen, New Year Letter, and The Shield of Achilles. Coming to the poem Refugee Blues, it was written in the month of March 1939. Later it included in his collection titled 10 Songs. The year 1939. What is the speciality of this year? Yes, breaking out of the Second World War. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Germany dragged the Europe into disturbances, tensions between countries. Consequently, the world came into the Great War in the history of humanity. The direct victims of Nazi ideology and Hitler himself were Jewish community or Jewish believers. There were two options in front of German Jews: either to be slaves in concentration camps, receiving the cruel punishments of the state, or they could be refugees in other countries. If they chose to be refugees, their misery would not end. The poem Refugee Blues portrays the difficult life of Jewish refugees migrated from Germany to other European countries. Look at the title, Refugee Blues. The word blues stands for a song on sad, depressing event. Say this city has 10 million souls. Some are living in mansions, some are living in holes. Yet there is no place for us, my dear. Yet there is no place for us. A Jewish refugee addresses his beloved, my dear. There are many people in the city, 10 million souls. Some of them are living in big houses, mansions, like palaces. And some people are living in small, tiny houses, sometimes shabby huts or tents. The speaker's concern is that they all have a place to live, a place to sleep. Big or small, whatever it is, they have a place for a shelter. But my dear love, there is no place for us to live. There is no place for us. The speaker is saying to his beloved that we are refugees now. We have lost our motherland. The phrase, there is no place for us. There is no place for us. It is repeating in the last line. This is to make an effect in the listener's or the reader's mind. Once we had a country and we thought it fair. Look in the atlas and you will find it there. We cannot go there now, my dear, we cannot go there now. Once we had a country and we had a country named Germany. The speaker says to his lover, we thought it fair. Now we are expelled from Germany. We are chased away from Germany. And it was our homeland. But now we are not belonging to Germany. Once we thought it fair because it is our motherland. It was good. Look in the atlas, look in the map, in the world map. You will find it there. We ran away from our motherland, fearing of the cruelties done by Nazis in the concentration camp against Jews. But once it was our motherland, it was our land. We cannot go there now, my dear. We cannot go there now. Now we are not the citizens of the Germany, so we cannot go there freely as a rightful citizen. In the village churchyard there grows an old yew. Every spring it blossoms anew. Old passports can do that, my dear. Old passports can do that. In the village churchyard there grows an old yew. Yew is a type of tree. At every spring season, the yew tree in the yard of village church is covered with beautiful flowers, new and fresh. But the refugees can never be able to renew their expired passport because their homeland doesn't consider them rightful citizens. The tree is naturally renewed by the flowers and leaves in every spring season. But the refugees' passports can never be renewed like that. Hope you would understand the lines we discussed. Or we can read the later stanzas of the poem in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.